God bless. Sorry, nice. Just woke up this morning thinking to myself about something that, as human beings, we tend to fall on our emotions like way too much. I kept thinking about all these old things like these sayings I've heard different parts of my life where you are easily manipulated if you fall in tune with your emotions too much, but I guess it depends on if it's like all the time or not, or belief system or something. If you fall in your emotions too much, you are easily manipulated. I think there's some more saying like you think about all the stuff that's happening now. It's about all this alien crap going on, alien phenomena, everything that is happening in the media and all that stuff. And too many people, if they're not trusting in the Lord, if they're not following on the right path other than their emotions or whatever, it's not so much the alien stuff going on or anything else. It's the humans' emotional deception that will take place. They fall on everything pretty much set up for you to fall back on your emotions, so you are easily controlled and you are easily manipulated by what is going to come over this entire world. So it's just like the system, it goes a little deeper as in the system is really set up for you to fall back on. It's like it's a roller coaster, so it's just like everything you see is gonna, it goes forward, but eventually it comes back, so you can go back and fall back on your emotions. So then you are even more deceived, basically. And it's just like that's almost like a deeper revelation I was getting. Um, you think of in nature how when lions are about to kill their prey or something goes on, they don't quit and give up like humans do. They just keep going, and then they're always preparing for what their next mission is to do what they need to do, especially if it goes into killing prey or anything like, or just surviving in general. And it's just like the human beings, like we can, I guess we have a little bit of that, but at the same time, how many animals in the wild do you see constantly falling back on their emotions, and then getting deceived by things? The only time that would probably happen, like animals getting killed like that, is when they're first coming out of their mother's womb and they're first learning to walk. And if they don't learn to walk within, I think it's like 2 or 3 times, like, or even the first time, they pretty much, their mothers let them go, and then they end up probably, if they don't learn to walk, they die or get eaten or something. I don't think the human species works like that, Um, no, all this is, I'm saying this for a point that it all makes sense that not staying on the straight and narrow, but not even so much as that, but basically, um, uh, like a human emotional roller coaster, basically. You think of going back to the garden, how it's just like when Satan said these words, "You can be your own God." Eve immediately fell on her emotions to eat the apple. Not even the deception was that she fell on her emotions to eat the apple. And then bringing in Adam while falling on his emotions to listen to his wife to eat the apple as well. Falling in both, not so much as listening so much to the snake, but it's like a human emotional roller coaster trap. A human roller coaster trap, pretty much. I do believe, I'm starting to believe honestly that when this Antichrist being does come, and I have a different, I have a certain belief system about what they call the rapture, as in, well, do I believe it's post or pre? Well, I actually do believe that pre actually does mean post. I don't believe there's any difference at all in the post to the pre. I believe it all goes in hand. 4 years of peace, 3 years of chaos. Pre is actually post. Post is pre. Pre-trib is actually post-trib, and post-trib is actually pre-trib. They both mean the same, basically. But besides that, I don't want to cause arguments or anything like that. That there's gonna be a deflection, as in when this invasion does come, they talk about, well, maybe like when the believers did get taken away after the first 4 years of peace, before the last 3 years. When the Antichrist does show his true colors, that, because obviously there has to be a time period, 4 years, where he has to bring in the peace to let everyone be on his side, that the last 3 years are going to be when the deception does come. There's going to be an avoidance, a deflection, where there's going to be these other beings behind him, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed race of beings, come by and say that they're following along with him, so why aren't you guys following along as well? To deflect and to say that there are saviors from these alien races. And then going back to what I was saying about this emotional roller coaster, if you don't have Christ your life, the deception really goes as deep as people in their emotions, because that's just our human nature within this system. Going all the way back to the garden. All the way back to the Garden of Adam and Eve. And that's what it is. So it's just like I was woken up this morning to the fact that everything circles back and goes back to the human state. I guess you could say it's one of our big fallen human states is we always go back. Humanity always goes back to its emotional state, relying too much on its emotions while being easily controlled and manipulated. You are easily controlled and manipulated if you live by your emotions, I should say. I've heard that saying every now and again, but if you start to think about it, that actually does make some sense. Actually, it does, Easily controlled and manipulated. You live on your emotions all the time. So, also those without hope, meaning, value, will follow and worship those are the ones can be possibly easily controlled and manipulated, because they don't see meaning and value of anything. But not even just that, they don't know who they are, basically. Following, worshiping, idolizing certain people, you don't know who you are as well. So I guess that's something to take note of, basically. So God bless. Amen. Fire nice. Godspeed out.